Omar doubled down on her stance, saying the movement to reimagine policing isn't about chaos, it's about justice and accountability. But critics on both sides of the aisle are firing back, calling her remarks reckless, tone-deaf, and dangerous in a time when crime remains a major concern for many communities. Inside Congress, the reaction was instant. Republicans seized the moment, arguing Omar's comments prove their point about the far-left agenda. Democrats, meanwhile, are divided, some defending her call for reform, while others worry this rhetoric could hurt their chances heading into the next election cycle. This controversy isn't just about one soundbite, it's about the future of policing in America, the fine line between reform and public safety, and the ongoing question of how far lawmakers are willing to go to reshape the system. We'll break down what Omar said, how her colleagues responded, and what this means for both parties, heading into another heated political season. So buckle up, this one's already getting intense. Before we dive deeper, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and make sure you don't miss a single update. This story's only getting started.
Sign on funding a police department that continues to brutalize us. And I will never stop saying, not only do we need to disinvest in police, but we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
We shouldn't be surprised when you get more crime. When you enact dumb policies, imagine this, you get bad results. But I don't think Democrats want to do the common sense thing. They want to do what that video just talked about. They want to defund the police. They've said it time and time again. Representative Jones, the department must be dismantled and policing reimagined. Representative Jayapal, we need to shift to significant resources from law enforcement to other places. Representative Omar, we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department. Representative Bush, just 1 week ago, said we should, the same night that the president said they should fund the police, Representative Bush said, no, we should defund the police. And Chairman Nadler himself said just a year and a half ago, there should be substantial cuts to the police budget. That's what they've said. That makes no sense. The American people get it. All this reimagination from Democrats has been a disaster in every single policy area. Energy, crime, inflation, the border, you name it. Americans want safe streets, they want affordable gas, and they want freedom. Democrats have given us record crime, record inflation, and Dr. Fauci. So I hope today's hearing will allow the Judiciary Committee, in particular the Subcommittee on Crime, to begin to focus back in on common sense policies that work for the American families and the American people. That's what I hope is the result of this hearing.
She said, and by the way, she was vice chair of the crime subcommittee in the last Congress. She tweeted, "It's not a slogan, it's a mandate for keeping our people alive. Defund the police," in all caps. Then she said that defunding the police is not the problem, that's the solution, and we have to do that to invest in our communities. I'll keep going because I got some more time. AOC, Congressman.
Will the gentleman yield?
I'm happy to yield.
The gentleman just reflected that the person that House Democrats chose to chair the crime subcommittee.
You heard that right.
Said that it was a mandate to defund the police. And now, on Police Week, when the majority is seeking to simply pass a resolution honoring the police, we are being accused of taking cheap shots at Democrats when not any Democrat, literally the person they put in charge of the crime sub, is that what I'm to understand?
That is indeed.
And I have an inquiry. Is Ms. Bush still on the Judiciary Committee?
We haven't seen her.
No, but it's an honest question. Is she on the?
She has a name tag down there.
Well, I mean, I'd say it would be great, Mr. Chairman, if we had the benefit of Ms. Bush in committee so as to allow her to espouse these views and subject them to debate.
Would the gentleman yield?
No, it's my time.
I'm sorry, I'll yield back to Mr. Johnson.
Well,
I will gladly, upon the opportunity to take time, engage in a call.
I just want to ask about your ATF defund.
Well, no, hold on.
Totally for it. Wish we had the defund the ATF bill up this week if I ran the place.
But wait a minute,
Feel free.
Mr. Gates. Wait, I have a minute left. I know this is painful, but I've got to get some of these zingers in here because Representative Ocasio-Cortez said after they cut $1 billion from New York's police department, she said, quote, "That didn't go far enough. defunding police means defunding police. Representative Jones, Mondaire Jones, said that a suite of criminal justice reforms to redress racial inequalities and harms in our justice system, including defunding police, reinvesting this money, et cetera, et cetera. It just goes on and on. Representative Omar, oh boy, she was all over this issue. She said we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department, completely. Because here's the thing, there's a cancer. The Minneapolis Police Department is rotten to the root, and so when we dismantle it, we get rid of that cancer. Representative Presley, Ayanna Presley, said the defund movement isn't new. Folks are just finally listening. We got monies for war, but we can't feed the poor. Tlaib, I'll end with this. She said, when we say hashtag defund the police, what we mean is people are dying and we need to invest in people's livelihoods instead. Listen, we have the receipts, y'all. Don't try to bring this argument in here again. I got a lot more, but I'm out of time.
Ilhan Omar took the stage and didn't hold back for a second. Her words were sharp, unapologetic, and explosive. She said the Minneapolis Police Department isn't just broken. It's a cancer that must be dismantled completely. For Omar, this wasn't a political slogan or a catchy chant from the streets. She framed it as a matter of survival for the community she represents, one that's been scarred by years of mistrust and trauma between citizens and law enforcement. But this time, the backlash hit faster and louder than ever. Congressman Jim Jordan wasted no time responding. He went on national television, calling Omar's comments proof that Democrats are out of touch with the reality Americans face. In his words, this is exactly why crime is out of control. He rattled off names like AOC, Cori Bush, and Jerry Nadler, arguing they've all pushed the same defund the police message, one he claims has left American cities more dangerous than before. Then came former Vice President Mike Pence, who called Omar's comments dangerous and reckless. He said America doesn't need fewer police officers. It needs stronger support for the men and women who risk their lives to protect their communities. Pence tied recent surges in violent crime directly to cities that embrace defund policies, saying this is no longer theory. It's reality. Let's look at the numbers. New York City slashed $1 billion from its police budget. Chicago cut $80 million. Seattle, nearly $70 million. And what followed? Spikes in violent assaults, homicides, and property crime. Families in these cities are feeling the impact. Streets that once felt safe now feel unpredictable. Small businesses are locking up early, and neighborhoods are on edge, even within the Democratic Party. There's a quiet shift happening. Some lawmakers are backtracking, realizing that slogans don't always survive contact with reality. But others, Omar, AOC, Cori Bush, are doubling down, insisting the movement is about reimagining public safety, not abandoning it now. Republicans are saying, "We told you so." To them, this is the inevitable result of policies that weaken law enforcement and embolden criminals. And that's where the political divide has become a philosophical one, about what safety really means in modern America. So here's the takeaway. Defund the police wasn't just a chant. It became policy. And now, we're living with the results. Ilhan Omar may see dismantling the police as liberation, but voices like Jim Jordan and Mike Pence see it as disaster in motion. Where do you stand? Is this about justice or jeopardy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of every major political moment, make sure to hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and stay tuned right here on Capital Insights, where we break down the stories shaping the nation, one headline at a time.